Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Come on in, y'all. I gotta do it. I'm back. I have to do I'm back on these carbonation videos, y'all. Uh-oh. Hello. I wanted to bring y'all in here real quick. Good evening. Y'all know this is my month, right? The month of November. It's all mine. I'll do more videos as to close this month out. Shayla Mink, have a good day at work. Glad to be in your ears. Never fear. Because it's just all about the truth right here. How y'all doing today? We've been unfortunate enough to have covered and checked out this cult, y'all. A real life cult. For real. Like, people are still wondering, was that really a cult? Was it really a cult? Or was everybody there just trying to take advantage and there was just one domineering person? Ladies and gentlemen, first things first. This cult that you all came to know as Carbonation used to have a saying that one of their missions as a cult, as chosen people, is how they view themselves, is to collect the elite and to convict the weak, right? Let me know in the chat if I'm incorrect with the way I just said that. Nature Boy's plan was to collect the elite people, the elite spirits, and to convict the weak spirits. He was trying to collect the elite, y'all. You remember that, right? Collect the elite, convict the weak. Who am I? You are master teacher, the greatest on the earth plane. What am I here for? To collect the elite, convict the weak. But here's the kicker, here's the twist, plot twist. As we see this carbonation crumble and we see the remaining crumbs, you begin to look and you begin to realize, and you hear they sort of admit after they leave carbonation that they were at a very weak point when they joined carbonation. They were at a very weak point. And to them, being in that cult made their spirits weaker. He convinced those people that he was their master. I think you all need to understand this. This dude, Nature Boy, convinced, without using drugs, a gun, he convinced his closest followers that he was their master. Listen here. You will hear some ex-members talk about their bloodline. You will hear some members now talking about their ancestors and how much they like to fight for love and all of this stuff. But you must all remember that every single member of Carbonation gave up everything, including their family, their bloodline, whatever connection they claim to have to ancestors. They gave up, forfeited, sold, whatever. Not just being part of a cult, but following and worshiping this dude named Nature Boy, who just so happened to have been a gay escort of 10 years before he became your master. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing. These people were worshipers of what we call an antichrist. Worshipers of him as if he is not just his knowledge. They were worshiping him, He didn't really force them to worship him. He may have forced them to get up, made them eat a certain time, but he didn't force them to worship him. Worshiping another false god, do you realize how dangerous that is? So some members would leave carbonation, and the next thing you know, they're preaching about Jesus. They would leave carbonation, claim that they don't want nothing to do with Nature Boy, and they would come online preaching about Jesus, y'all. Have you ever seen any former carbonation member start to sound like she or he is Christian all of a sudden? And then it flips back. No, I'm not Christian. Ladies and gentlemen, we really have to think how desperate these people must have been to continue to be students of Nature Boy and call him master teacher. Those people's spirits must have been super low, super weak, in order for you to end up a student of a fuckboy like Nature Boy. Nature Boy collected the very weak in spirit. Nature Boy collected the weak at heart. Nature Boy collected the young in their spiritual journey. Nature Boy collected the very weak. There was nothing elite about any member that joined carbonation except the ones that immediately left as soon as they saw something. If you want to call that elite, that's elite. When you see something, you know something, and you go. That's sort of more elite. When you see something foul, when you witness and you hear something abusive or whatever, and you leave, that is elite. I would say you're kind of silly for being in the first place. But since you're there, if you see or hear something that's totally contradictory to your original plan, the elite would have left carbonation. We're already saying the elite would never have joined no carbonation. They would have looked at Nature Boy as a guy who has never led anyone anywhere. They would have done their due diligence on Nature Boy, that there is no elder that can speak for him as a teacher. Now, here we are doing our due diligence on Carbonation 2.0. Who was their teacher? Are they capable of leading themselves? Are they capable of leading their own family? Some people may have broken homes. You are in no position to begin some queendom of a tribe. If your home is actually broken, you have no time on your hands, and it shouldn't be a priority for you to be some queen of a tribe. Ladies and gentlemen, there's word out in the street here that some members are getting together, trying to start up another carbonation to continue with the knowledge that they were learning up under an antichrist. They want to continue the knowledge that they were learning up under an antichrist. What is that about? And they want respect. This is the danger. The problem with Nature Boy is he started this whole, I don't know if you want to call it a trend, a millennial trend, where somebody will wake up one day and be like, you know what? I am a queen. Yes, I may have goo running out of my vagina. Yes, I may not know, I may not have no happy home with my baby daddy. Yes, I may have itching sensations down there, and I may have many bodies. Yes, but I'm a queen. And you have some dudes out here who say, yes, you know what? I can heal you right now. I can heal you. I am a healer. I am a shaman. No school, nothing to speak of, nothing. So you're doing your due diligence now. You see new members. You see carbonation people trying to Get back to carbonation style. Why would anyone follow former members of an antichrist? Ladies and gentlemen, they aren't even thinking about this question. Why would anybody follow former members of the antichrist in any kind of a spiritual way when you were collected as a weak spirit by the antichrist? He had you tripping. Okay, you ain't getting no mental help, no therapy, no detox really from that. You claim that you healed yourself, but you're weak. You've already exposed yourself as being so weak in your spirit that you would join an antichrist, worship him, suck his toes on live bigos, and now you want people to join you and respect your revived carbonation? Are y'all people crazy? Think about it this way, y'all. Think about it this way. Let's say you're running a church. Let's say you're running a church and you have to hire a pastor. And you see somebody roll through for an interview. This pastor just so happens to have been a student and he was worshiping the devil at one point. Would you ever hire someone as a pastor at your church if you found out that at some point they were a student of the devil? Would you ever in your life hire anyone as a pastor of your church if you found out that for a number of years they were students of a devil, of a demon? No, you would never hire that person. That person would never be qualified to sit there and entertain anybody in that industry because they've already played themselves. They've already showed themselves unworthy of being a queen. They've already shown themselves unworthy of being some shaman or king, unworthy of being a leader of a tribe. You got people who, you know what I mean? Remember who we're dealing with, y'all. People who saw you as small. People who always looked at you as insignificant, gullible, dumb, less intelligent. They were conditioned to see you that way. No detox, no mental therapy, which means what? Subconsciously, they're still going to be looking at you that way. Subconsciously, they're still going to be looking at themselves as if they are really the chosen when Nature Boy never collected the elite. There was nothing qualified about Nature Boy or whatever he was doing. He wasn't demonstrating anything, which is something you should have figured out before you go visit him and live with him. You should have made him demonstrate what type of a nature boy he is, but you didn't. You should have given Nature Boy time away from him, studying him, to see how he deals with women over a number of months. You can't blame Nature Boy for the demise of carbonation without blaming the wives of carbonation. You can't blame the filth that became carbonation without blaming the wives as being a willing part of the filth of carbonation. And of course, someone like a Velvet who had some sort of power, some sort of status in that little whatever they were doing called a cult. People like Velvet, women they wanted to be the queen. If you notice, a lot of these people, they want to be queens. They'll put the crown on their own head. No matter what you believe, they will see themselves and say, I am a goddess. It doesn't matter if I have goo oozing out my vagina. I'm a goddess. I have a crown on my head that I put on myself. Who are you to take my crown off? Yeah, I got goo in between my legs. I don't know who I got it from, which dude I was sleeping with or whatever, but yeah, I'm a goddess though. And I want to be respected as a goddess though. No, don't even worry about this goo I got between my legs. It sometimes oozes out and secretes some still a little goo. It's a little odor sometimes, but come on. Who doesn't enjoy animalistic, nasty, Dorito smelling odor when you're having sex? Ladies, here's the real deal. Nature Boy never collected the elite. Definitely not in terms of vagina quality. Okay? He couldn't even get elite vagina as part of his carbonation. This nigga, he had women coming down there with green goo already in their vagina, boo boo. They didn't even come up there with elite sanitary hygiene practices. He didn't even collect any of that. They came there just as they are, which was what? Foul and spiritually weak and young, naive and dumb. So you can say what you want about Nature Boy. Yeah, he's a demon, but it takes a really blind, deaf, dumb spirit to fall for something like that. It really takes a blind, deaf, dumb, a mute. Uh, it takes a spirit that is willfully blind. It takes a third eye that can see everything but ain't trying to see nothing. It takes a really low spirit to join carbonation, let alone want to be a queen of that bullshit. Okay, so these people, you got to respect Aaron. You got to respect Aaron for this one reason. This military brother. Shout out to Aaron because he said something that was golden to me since he's left carbonation after Nature Boy got jailed. Aaron said, don't expect me to be out here trying to teach anything. It was that dude Aaron that said, I'm not going to be out here pushing anything because he knows he's already embarrassed himself. Aaron already knows his reputation is trash in the spiritual realm, consciousness community, trying to lead people what they should do. Every single carbonation member was our lower self. They were already lost in the sauce. It made it worse that they felt like they were superior to people and they were already done. They were already in the negative, but they were still somehow seeing themselves as a queen. When you were just not only the student, but the jockstrap, like the doormat of the Antichrist, of a demon. And now they want to start up a carbonation point 2.0, as if his spirit hasn't already convicted that whole name. He had them believe that he was their master teacher, y'all. And he was their master teacher. And we are seeing how horrible a student they were. Ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is this. This dude never collected the elite. And now they're trying to act like they are the chosen. Now they're trying to act like they've got some lineage that matters. When they put all that on the back burner, now they want to try to act like the fact that they might be Creole, that they might got a little Native, Indigenous American in them, that they might have already been on point before carbonation. None of that matters. Whatever you were before carbonation, you showed how weak all of it was by joining something like Nature Boy and staying there for as long as you did. Your lineage didn't matter at that point. Your lineage didn't matter. The feathers, whatever tribe, whatever Creole you got, whatever bloodline you're talking about, you elevated and put on a pedestal Nature Boy above all of that. And how you think everybody's just dumb, right? You think we're all dumb and stupid still because you're trying to pull it off. Y'all are trying to go from worshiping a demon to back to chastising people again, whoever don't agree with you. Y'all are already saying if y'all don't fuck with us, Carbonation 2.0, then that means you don't love yourself. Y'all aren't even in the position to qualify yourself to be saying any of that. We were saying that all of you members, while you were members, that you don't love yourself. Every day that y'all were Carbonation members, we were telling you that you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself. You're worshiping a devil. Every day that was a tax on your spirit. You were there for years, nigga. And you think you're gonna wake up one day and go heal yourself and everything is gonna be cleared out your system? No. They still got Nature Boy in them, y'all. All of them. Velvet, still got that Nature Boy crap. See, the thing about being a student of a demon, of an antichrist, is that if you're really smart and if you're really spiritually healthy, you leave that demon and you leave everything that that demon was about. They already took your computer hard drive. They got all the knowledge. We got people in the chat saying Velvet and Solar are both Nature Boy carbon copies, basically. They were looking at them. They were totally in love with how Nature Boy taught. They loved how confident Nature Boy sounded. Because that's the type of shit that they fell for. They were like, wow, he sounds so confident. He must be Christ. Oh, shit. No. And these people have so many different weird reasons why they feel the way they do, too. They could be sitting here in a video just like this, and they'll be talking to y'all as former members of Carbonation. They'll be like, "Hello, I just want to go on this spiritual journey with y'all. Yeah, I was a member of Carbonation, but look, I'm chosen. As a matter of fact, look, I'm gonna give you an example. Look at this right here. Y'all see this back here? It's like little cushions. I did that intuitively. I did that intuitively. What that really represents is the fact that my spirit is like a cushion. And that's why my whole ancestry, that's why I'm spiritually solid. So you got to believe me because I'm right here and it's all intuitive. I didn't even mean for none of this to happen. Matter of fact, I'm talking to you now and look what time it is. It's 24:10. Y'all think that those are just regular numbers. But no, I'm looking and it's 24:20 right now. 24. Oh, no, no, no. That's the clock and how long I've been on. That's how long I've been on here. Well, it's 11 p.m. right now. Now, to you, that's 11 p.m. But I'm looking at it intuitively and instinctively with my spirit, and I'm adding the one, and that gives you two. And what does that mean? Two universes, parallel. And you sitting up here worried about the bottom area, but we're trying to elevate to the next level to the universe. You see? And you all thought it was just 11 o'clock. See, that's because you're not chosen. And that's why I need you to come with us, donate, because we are the chosen. Because shit just be happening around us and we relate it to everything. You know what I mean? we don't leave no stone unturned. Everything works in our favor. We does nothing wrong. That's just how we is in Carbonation. And our father, our teacher, yes, he is Nature Boy, a demon, a bit of a rapist, allegedly, right? We're going to wait until that trial is over, if there is a trial. Allegedly rapist. Yeah, he admitted to beating on women, but who doesn't beat on women? You got women talking about they beat each other. It's so bad. You put makeup on. What do they say? Ooh, your face got beat. It's such violence is such a part of the culture that we say our face is beat. It's such violence. So join carbonation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very spiritually demonic, carrying on the traditions of an antichrist, carrying on the words, the message, the teachings of a demon, celebrating the knowledge, right, of a spiritual fuckboy, promoting the knowledge of an antichrist, keeping the name and everything, the spiritual attachment and the energy of the name that antichrist created. They want to keep it. If there's a way they can capitalize on it, there's a way they can make money on it, they'll keep that name. Ladies and gentlemen, we're dealing with people who are spiritually dumb, spiritually retarded. Only spiritually retarded people would, number one, ever worship an antichrist type of dude. You would never do that. Number two, you would never respect anything about him. Not their knowledge, not the way they teach, nothing. But I can tell when you're dealing with people like in this type of a cult, man, they need some serious detoxing. They need serious detoxing to really get it out their system, y'all. You know, I'm not believing a word none of y'all say. Velvet, none of y'all. Oh, I went into my own and I did the work. I looked into my traumas and I pretty much faced my traumas head to head. And I did that all by myself, just me and my traumas in a room by myself with no lights on. But I saw a light because you know what? It was my light, my heart, all around. And I knew I was there for a divine purpose. I had to be. Because every step I take is divinely guided and protected. So that's why these people are confused and they are confusing. They don't even know that they are spiritually dumb and actually kind of stupid too. You know, they don't even know that they first have to master themselves and their life and their family. If you have a broken home or whatever, and you're talking all this love talk, talking all this connection to the ancestors, and you can just manifest whatever, handle that. All right. And just because you're being an adult, just because you're doing adult things now, doesn't mean that God has protected you. It doesn't mean now that God is on your side and that you got this divine power. No, what it means is you're just being an adult. You're just paying your bills now. You're paying it on time. That doesn't necessarily mean God was looking out for you just because you can pay your bills on time now. Ladies and gentlemen, the people, what they call spirituality and the things they choose to relate to and connect, all in the process of connecting to the divine source. Y'all niggas is a bunch of liars. Because nobody connected to anything divine would have ever spent any time with that carbonation dude who was on demon time. Nobody in their right conscious mind would ever go there and spend time. That's why you were a disciple of the devil. And you know what that means, right? You know what it means? It's one thing to call him an antichrist. It's one thing to point out, oh, he was wildin', son, after you've already left and he's jailed. But do you know what it means to have been a worshiper of the Antichrist. You clearly don't, because you're already talking about carbonation is back. Because you don't know what it means that you were sitting there worshiping a demon, y'all. You don't know what it means. You're so caught up in your ego and what you think your purpose is in life. What, to help people? Your purpose is to help people what? Love themselves, nigga? Your purpose. Someone who spent the majority of their spiritual existence, conscious, spiritual, your purpose. A motherfucker who would worship the demon and the Antichrist and the gay ass escort. Your purpose is to help niggas get out of their darkness. Get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't got no time for this bullshit, man. I ain't got no time for this bullshit. Y'all niggas was disciples of the Bussy Christ. Ain't that right, Leonard Yuta? That's crazy. What a name. The disciples of the Bussy Christ are now starting a Carbonation 2.0. And if you don't like it, that means your bussy ain't bussying. That means your bussy ain't bopping. If you don't like what they doing, something wrong with your bussy. That's what it is at the end of the day. What could they possibly do, yo? That dude Nature Boy never collected the elite. The elite members of Carbonation left immediately. If they were dumb enough to go down there, the elite are the ones who left. The super elite are the ones who left, and they left the internet alone. The super elite that Nature Boy may have collected are the ones who left Carbonation early as they could, and they left the internet alone when they left. They're not out here trying to teach you shit. They're not out here trying to get followers and ride on the energy of Carbonation at all. You had one member, the original Mama Nine, when she left, she said, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this Carbonation. And you know what? If you started following me because of Carbonation, I want you to leave and unfollow. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. Some people know exactly what it meant to be a part of Filth Garbage Nation. And they want to keep the name of that tribe. They want to keep the name of that filthy thing. They want to keep the name and the energy and all of that. They want Nature Boy back so bad. They want Nature Boy back so bad. Because they can't do shit without him, right? He is their mouthpiece. He is who they thought they were. Now we're seeing who they think they are without him around. Are they going to try to continue to act like him? To do things just like he did, the way he taught? How to handle the dummies, how to handle the crowd, how to handle their people? Who the hell are my people? Y'all niggas ain't got no my people to speak of. Your people ain't waiting on none of your teaching. Who are your people? I don't get these motherfuckers, bro. They talking about my people. That's telling y'all straight up. They think y'all are dumb because only a dummy would need any kind of guidance from former devil worshippers. You don't need no guidance from nobody who just sucked the toes of the Antichrist. And they thought it was some divine lotus lavender taste. Just like Medria says, they are opportunists. Their only focus is monetary value, right? What a wonderful story to get paid doing what you love to do, which is what? Helping other people find their purpose because you believe you found your purpose. What a great way to spend your life, y'all. People can get addicted to that idea of getting paid to spiritually motivate people. Some people love that power. And the bottom line is some people in carbonation had power. Some people wanted more power as members of carbonation than Nature Boy was trying to give them. So you've got to be a weak spirit to suppress, like Solar. This dude Solar, he claims he was the real chief of carbonation the whole time. If you let Solar tell it, he was the one running shit in the background. Solar was in charge of the men. Solar was in charge of the women. Solar was in charge of Nature Boy when the camera was turned off. Solar had to eat after Nature Boy in the background. I mean, there's all this other crap you never know. Solar's trying to take credit. But ladies and gentlemen, you're dealing with, unfortunately, a real cult. I don't know if these people were really mind brainwashed or not, but they're carrying on the legacy of the Antichrist. These people haven't even begun to confront their traumas for real. These people haven't even begun to confront their trauma. Loyal and Ra coming back? I have no idea. That would be hilarious if Loyal came back after taking all the shit. That would be funny. But Nature Boy never collected the elite. These people think that they are elite. They still think that they're smart. They still think that they are needed to make the world a better place or some shit. They still are confused and delusional, big time, about who they are in this world and what kind of real influence or impact they're really going to make. You can't just come out here and say, I'm impactful. I'm impactful out here, y'all. You can't just come out here and just say that. You got to actually impact people. You can't just say, I'm impactful. You got to impact the people. You can't just say, I'm a queen, nigga. If you got goo in between your legs. You can't just come out here talking about, I'm a shaman, nigga. If you just had a trans woman sucking your dick and recording it, that was just yesterday. Just yesterday, Velvet was a Christian, going hard, working with Christian people at one point, maybe even at a church, after she left Nature Boy. Velvet left Nature Boy and she takes her kid that she had in carbonation. She left Nature Boy, but whoa, she has another kid random, just like that. She bumps into a couple other guys, some weirdo on Bigo, some fake Muslim dude on Bigo. Velvet's been all over the place since she left carbonation. Velvet's been a Christian, like go hard Christian. Just yesterday, talking about Jesus is all you need. Christ is all you need. And now I see a video today where she says, I ain't no Christian. She said, I ain't no Christian. Well, just like Nature Boy, you're melanation one day and you're carbonation the next day, you're master teacher one day and you're Muslim the next, and you're loose booty to hootie one day and you're changing your name and you're swearing you're something that you're just not qualified to be. So we'll see, because some people are narcissists for real and they can't really change. Some people are narcissists for real and they can't really change. And one argument, one study is that people become narcissists even in areas where they've been deprived of certain things for a long time. Yes. Solar and Velvet may be together. I just heard a video where Velvet said she found love in Solar. I heard it with Velvet's own voice. She found love in Solar. He must be willing to be a step baby dad and everything. He lost a baby. Here she is willing to give him two. One of them is Nature Boy's. And that dude, Solar, has always said Nature Boy owes him a daughter. So if Solar is out here after leaving the cult, nigga ain't left no damn cult. He said Nature Boy owes him a daughter. Does that mean he's going to be taking care of Nature Boy's daughter as his own? Right? Is it going to be Eliana with her middle name Zeus? Oh, damn, that's fucked up. Where is the love? Where is the love? Nature Boy never collected the elite. There was never anything elite or significant about his knowledge. Their entire camp was on some demon shit, representing the Antichrist the whole time. No matter what downloads they were giving you, no matter what speeches, none of that, whatever it was of the devil. And they're still trying to bring that devil shit. Although it sounds good, it's coming from them. And they are unclean heathens. They are unclean heathens. They haven't even been detoxed. They haven't had their spiritual system cleaned out yet. You can't do it yourself, love. I've been doing my healing. I pretty much, in my own way, did all my healing. I lit up some sage. I had some Santo sticks in one room with the door just slightly open. The other room, I had sage going, and I kept the door all the way closed in there, because I'm spiritual like that. And then I goes over here and I does my thing. They started a whole trend of just calling yourself a master teacher, calling yourself qualified to lead a tribe. People just wake up one day and they claim it's God giving them a message too. Spirit was talking to me last night, and that's why I'm here making this video right now with you, because Spirit and me was talking last night. We had a powwow. Y'all know how it is when God talks to you. And I'm coming here to tell you what we talked about. Don't you ask me no questions. I tell you no lies. But I was talking to God. We had a moment together. And he said, you know what? You're about to do something special. And here we are right here. You know what I mean? So I had that dream the other day. And in my dream, I was walking down a long, dark alley in the middle of New York at 3 o'clock in the morning. Just had this dream. It's so uncanny. It's so crazy. I just had a dream just now. I swear. And through this dream, I'm going to tell you, how important I am. Walking down a long alleyway, and I'm frightened, just like you would be. I'm scared. I'm frightened. Walking down a long, dark alley, thinking at any point, either somebody's going to jump out and stab me, or a rat is going to jump out and bite my calf muscle. But I said to myself, I shall never fear. Right there in that moment, I said to myself, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. And just like that, y'all, I woke up. Boom. If that doesn't tell you that I'm connected, I don't know what do. If that doesn't show you I'm connected, I don't know what do. I'm connected. I've been connected. I've been loved myself. This is Velvet. Velvet starts talking about how she's always loved herself. Even when she was at Carbonation, she ain't make no mistake. Stop lying, shawty. Nobody that loves yourself stays there as a Carbonation member for years. Nobody that loves themselves does that. This is an objective standard. This is an objective standard. Objectively speaking, nobody that loves themselves becomes a Carbonation member. And if they do, they don't stay too long. That's just the bottom line, y'all. I ain't lying. They dabble in African spirituality. Wait, Malone said, Marwan, do you think them coming back together will eventually lead to the Bussy Bandit being released from jail? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I wonder what's going to happen with the jail thing and what's happening with that case. I don't know what's going on. They dabble in all that stuff. Maybe they tired of explaining their STDs. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Yeah, that's right. It's Garbage Nation, STD Nation. Come and get your goo. That should be their marketing. That should be their marketing thing now. Since they're doing something new. This is Carbonation 2.0. Carbonation. Come and get your goo for show. Come and get your goo. This is divine goo. This is goo that oozes from some of their vaginas in divine timing. Is this type of goo is holy goo. Okay? Yeah, it itches. Yeah, they have a breakout, but it's holy herpes. It looks the same, but it's holy herpes because you're chosen. Right? You're chosen. And so that means your herpes is chosen. That means any other STD you got, you was a chosen one. So, I choose, you choose. You're chosen. Enjoy being chosen. Don't let nobody tell you you ain't got that crown on either. Wear your crown everywhere you go. No matter what you're doing, tell people you have a crown on and that you expect to be respected for that crown. It don't matter if you's a street walker on the blade in Figueroa. Tell them niggas you got a crown on and raise your price, ho. You got so many people that refuse to see their crown. You got people that just because, you know what I mean? You have a crown, y'all. You got a crown. Don't let nobody take it off. That's all I got to say. Shout out to Carbonation 2.0. Unfortunately, it's still the demonic residuals. It's still little demonic little leftovers. It's pretty much all y'all are. It's pretty much the real deal right there. That's the reality, y'all. Nature Boy couldn't collect the elite if he tried. He collected the weak. He got them to call his name. He got them to worship him. That's not him worshiping a gay escort. He was able to get them to worship him. That's a whole other. So what you're seeing are people who are extra disturbed trying to blame Nature Boy for how fucked up Carbonation is. You have people who had to have been extra disturbed just to go down there. They're out now trying to start a Carbonation 2.0 as if they never played no role in how fucked up Carbonation was. You got Velvet out here trying to claim to be some tribe leader of Carbonation 2.0, but just yesterday she was biting on somebody's titty on the beach. Damn. Just yesterday. Velvet was biting on titties on the beach. She almost bit off Malia's titty, man. Now she thinks she gonna be some tribe leader? She bit off a titty, young. Come on. Come on. You can't fake us out, Velvet. Just yesterday you was Christian representing Jesus hard body on your YouTube. And the day before that, you was just biting off titties on the beach. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. You got biting on titties on your spiritual resume, shawty. You bit your sister's titties, too. She was supposed to be your sister wife. You jealous of her titties. So how you gonna go from titty biting to queen of your own tribe, trying to teach people to love themselves? Come on now. Now what if Nature Boy tells the wives to go let Solar and Velvet take over and just go serve them until he gets out? That is funny. There may be some people waiting in the wings just to be a servant. They're like, oh, y'all gonna set up a Carbonation 2.0? All right, just let me know. We'll be ready whenever Nature Boys tell us to go serve your ass. We'll do that. It's strange to me, y'all. But I just had to point out, no matter what they trying to do, we were able to see that Nature Boy never collected the elite. They told us, Aaron told us, people who left Carbonation, they told us that we were always the ones that were right. So that means we will forever be the ones who you Carbonation members should be following. Whatever it is we're doing. I don't care if we're in Babylon with a 9 to 5, nigga, you need to be doing that too. Because there's something about our 9 to 5 that kept us from going and stooping so low to go join that hoe. There's something about our Babylon 9 to 5, it kept our spirit intact. It kept us from sucking a nigga's toe. There's something about Babylon and our 9 to 5 jobs and all this other stuff and all this poison that we're eating. It's something about all this shit we're doing over here that kept us from worshiping the Antichrist. And that's real. And that's real. What happened to Jayla Mink? What happened to Jayla Mink? You gotta put Jayla Mink back on up in here, boy. What happened to Jayla Mink? What was Jayla Mink talking about? But anyway. But yeah, listen. These people trip me out. It's like they forget yesterday in their haste in creating a better tomorrow. They forgot yesterday in their haste of trying to piggyback off of the carbonation energy for a better tomorrow. We gonna rely on you all to help create a better tomorrow? Do you know what type of a low life we gotta be to rely on you all to get a better tomorrow? You know how lost we'd have to be to listen to anything you gotta say about how to live right in this life? Do you know how crazy we would have to be to take any of y'all serious in your Carbonation 2.0 or even your whole spiritual journey or any relationship decisions? You don't care about your... Every single relationship decision has been a horrible one. That's the bottom line. Everybody that Velvet has taken on, they've been horrible since she left Nature Boy. This calls into question her discernment, her ability to discern what is healthy or not for her right now. Or for the dude, because ain't nothing healthy about her for no dude either. Right? Is there a way to get her back up in here? Is there a way to get her back up in here? I'm trying to find out. I'll just add her as a moderator. I just added Jayla Mink as a moderator, just because. So it's all good. Maybe she'll come back. You deleted her for 300 seconds. She'll be back after 300 seconds, which is what, 4 or 5 minutes? And then I'll leave after Jayla Mink is back, whenever that is happening. They go through, they have a whole, how are they going to be recruiting for this next Carbonation 2.0? Who knows? Who knows? But they have to know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be doubting everything about her purpose, her intention, her ability to manifest a father for her children, a stepfather, right? It's going to be so difficult. It's going to be difficult. She has every reason to distrust every single dude that crosses her path, no matter how much money he has or anything, because he might just be in it to just hit it and bounce, knowing you have those 2 kids there that aren't his. He's just going to try to hit it and then bounce. And if he doesn't do that, he's going to give you half of, I guess, what you might deserve. He's going to give you half of that. He's not really going to spend no time with the kids because they ain't his kids. They could have just said they wanted to do this over the right way and gave it a new name. Solar didn't protect his own child. He don't give a damn about Velvet's child. And maybe he is not able to, right? Maybe these people are so low and maybe such a narc, they aren't able to feel certain things. They aren't able to express certain things, just like Natureboy. Literally, which is everything the Natureboy did. Literally, bruh. Fake crying, that's something that Natureboy did too. Fake tears. They didn't change the name because they're trying to take over the old fan base for monetary gain. That's right. They think they can just play on the fan base and do whatever they want. Be Muslim one day and be all hating of Natureboy the other day, and then you want to be a lover of Natureboy the other day because the fan base. How about they quit trying to live like a cult and put on some damn deodorant? That's the key, right? They have to start from ground zero. Stop trying to jump, right? Stop trying to jump ahead of the game. Go from ground zero. Stop trying to say you're a queen when you're really trying to get out the thought in you. The thought ain't gone yet. You got to get out the thought, and then you can sort of start preparing, going on that queen stroll. You people misuse. Y'all use the word queen too loosely. You use the word shaman and king, God, too loosely. I am a god. I'm on a journey to be God. You are a queen. You got to do this to deserve to be the queen you deserve to be. It's like, who are these people? Who are these people? Natureboy never collected the elite, yo. There was nothing ever elite about his message. Nothing ever elite about his crew, his carbonation, his camp. Nothing ever elite about the direction they were going, about the shit that they were growing. Nothing ever elite about the way he treated the women there. Nothing was ever elite about anything with carbonation. Carbonation equals trash. Saying that I am the chief of carbonation is saying I'm the chief of trash. Not just any old trash. It's like the trash that ain't really been collected right. You know what I mean? You're supposed to put your trash in a bag, but then you're supposed to tie the bag up, fold it up. You know what I mean? Some trash, it's just shit. It's just out in the open. Nobody really tried to cover up the trash. That's what carbonation is. It's just trash. So saying you're the chief or the goddess or chiefess of carbonation, that's saying you're the chiefess of trash, of demonic antichrist type of trash. No matter what you're saying, you could be saying grand rising, hope you have a good day. That's nothing but trash. It's coming from trash, which is the carbonation energy, the spiritual trash of the internet. Maybe that's true. They came over for a real journey. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Oh wow. You're comparing the you're comparing the leaders to death row records. Yeah, well, you know that dude Drake is in trouble. Drake and 21 Savage. They're in trouble with that magazine called Vogue. Because I think the album cover has Drake and 21 Savage supposedly on the cover of a Vogue magazine. But Vogue is like, we didn't have nothing to do with that. Y'all are just trying to jump on the Vogue image and the Vogue name for your sales. Don't be doing that. You're not just going to go take no credit now. So the thing about it is, many people may be wondering why are they coming out with this today? Or why is Solar and them coming out with it today? Well, another thing that has happened is that Nature Boy had his internet privileges taken down. Nature Boy had his internet privileges stripped. So now they're looking around and noticing Nature Boy is not around anymore. Nature Boy has been stripped of his right to be online. So Velvet comes out. Velvet says, you know what? Now's the right time. She thinks she's looking back and realizing this gay, filthy escort was able to get all that money in donations. We should be able to do it even bigger and better. She's hoping to be carbonation and get all the donations and just to put on a happy face. This is all part of psychology. This is all part of psychology, y'all. They have to, in their head, justify going there in the first place. They are still struggling with justifying going there in the first place, y'all. Some people came over for a real journey. It may be, but it's always difficult going on a journey with someone that you don't know. And we seem to be sort of forgetting about that part. You know what I mean? They didn't know this dude. They didn't know themselves. They didn't know who God was. But they wanted to go on a journey, a spiritual journey with this dude, leaving their family behind, leaving their kids behind, meaning this was going to be a permanent move. And these people spent days of their lives, days of our lives. They spent days of their lives promoting Nature Boy, not their bloodline. They spent days of their lives promoting the image, the likeness, the mind of Nature Boy. Not even Malcolm X, not even Martin Luther King got the respect that they gave Nature Boy. It's crazy, y'all. It's just another reminder, though, that Nature Boy never collected the elite. He never met up with any elite spirits. If he did, they were the ones who left Carbonation early, if they took the time out to go down there. And that's stretching it. It's stretching it to call yourself an elite spirit if you actually went down there. That's stretching it. But if you immediately left, there's some hope for you. If you stuck around Carbonation and you witnessed the fuck shit and you participated in the fuck shit and you didn't really leave until later, or you left only after he got thrown in jail, you got issues. You got issues. So you got people out here really hungry to be a queen one day, really thirsty to be treated. But you heard Velvet say herself. She knows that she's had an ugly soul, an ugly spirit for such a long time. She knows that. She knows that. She knows that. That's why she keeps repeating, I think I'm drop dead gorgeous, but I'm really trying to make sure my inside beauty matches the outside beauty. Oh, man, be easy, y'all. We don't know what these people are up to, but one thing we do know is that Nature Boy never collected no elite nothing. He collected a bunch of weak spirits that still ain't got no therapy, that still try to claim that they are out here healing themselves, and they think they can now be leaders to show other people how to go on a self-healing journey and all this other journey crap. And at the end of the day, they're still going to say, I'm still on my journey too. You barely... Hey, I ain't got nothing else to say, y'all. I'm going to leave this video right here. Get the blood clot out of here for the rest of the night. Maybe catch a little bit of these games. That nigga ain't never collected nobody that was elite. But he definitely convicted and twisted the spirits of his own members that came there and called him God, called him Christ, called him their higher self. That's mental fucked upness that requires some professional help. Until then, y'all niggas will forever get the side eye. You former members that are still thirsty, still cursed by the internet and the need to be some sort of a speaker or healer, you lost your chances because you didn't take Nature Boy seriously. You lost the chance to be this great healer because you didn't take the healing process seriously. You lost a chance. Your reputation has been sullied and ruined and shat upon by Nature Boy and everything that you did in Nature Boy's name. Your name has been shat upon. You shat upon all your whole lineage. You disrespected your family, your lineage, your bloodline, your Creoleness, your Native Americanness. You sacrificed and gave all that up and gave it to Nature Boy. Damn. It's almost like people who sold their souls trying to get their soul back, but using the same knowledge and technique of the devil that they trying to get some little refund from, man. It's crazy. And this is your boy Marwan coming at you here Thursday night, Friday morning. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Friday. TGIF. Thank you for pressing that like button, y'all, for real. Especially after this video concludes. On that note, peace out, y'all.